Oh, throwing those shades on last second. Look at us just supporting Bristow.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Just supporting.
Let's go.
We actually ran into somebody at Walmart earlier. We were getting some food.
Oh, yeah.
And he came up. You gotta be careful. And I said, wrong guy here. Wrong guy. Today, there was a couple things that weren't so careful.
Every day. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I told him I would try to be careful. You guys know in I think it was the last video. Was it the last one yeah. And we talked about regretting, and it's taken a long time, and we're trying to figure it out, and we're trying to push through, and let's continue going. And
a lot of people were saying that we're overthinking.
Well, I mean...
Well, I don't think we're overthinking. We are just trying to do it right, but then also it's things that come up that I don't even think...
We thought about,
or
you guys y'all can't even think about it because you're not here seeing it.
Yeah.
So it's nothing against y'all, dog. You can't even think about it.
Yeah, they're just like, frame it out, dude. It's like...
Yeah, got a little cow lick off. Yeah. It is stuff too, because I guess someone got, I don't know what channel, maybe this one. Someone got a little upset with this, said, these people have been giving you good advice and y'all don't take it, and something. There is technically a lot of really good advice on paper, but we're hoping the next Crocker video really explains why some of the advice wouldn't work, and our dilemmas, and why we can only go off of what we think, because we don't know. Y'all don't know either.
That's a great quote. We can only go off of what we think because we don't know. I don't know why that's funny to me.
Never a truer statement.
It's true.
So then quit making fun of me. Because again, on paper, everything sounds great. People giving advice. And don't get me wrong, we're very grateful people are giving advice, and there actually has been good advice, and there's actually been advice that we've used that people have told us. But the majority of it, well, not maybe the majority, there is a lot of it that, again, sounds good on paper, but it doesn't work for what we're doing. Or at least the way I'm reading y'all's comments wouldn't work the way we're doing it. And also, there's always more than one way to do something. So maybe you guys have a good idea, but it just doesn't work in our brain, but it could work with how you do it. Everyone knows that watches this knows my brain does not work like the normal person. So things that make absolutely no sense to people watching make all the sense to me, and then at the end of it, it always works out.
At the end it comes together, but in the moment.
Yeah. I did get a message from somebody saying the last video was just nothing about bragging, and we have no reason to be bragging because we've never even finished the house that we live in. We've never done this. We've never finished the barn. We never got all the gates put in there.
Someday we will.
That's the whole point of our channel. And you can still be accomplished and not be completely done. I mean, do you not feel accomplished when you're at work and you get a raise, but you're not at the top? You ain't finished with your job. You ain't retired. You still feel accomplished. Whenever you're training for a new job and you pass a certain level, you may not be you may not own the company, but you moved up to management. Isn't that an accomplishment? But you're not at the end where you want to be. So shove that one somewhere. Not in my messages. But being successful, and this is one of the cheesy things too, it truly is, success means something different to everybody. And being a successful day for us is not being upset about something we have no control over, not getting frustrated with something and giving up. When you build something like this, and again, we didn't invent this, we're not trying to reinvent the wheel, we're just trying to figure out. Someone gave us all the parts we're trying to figure out how to put together without an instruction guide. When you finish little tasks and things that may not seem like a whole lot. And I think the next Crocker video will show you guys that just because a video on YouTube doesn't look like a whole lot, there was a whole lot that went into it, just figuring it out and doing stuff, and how tedious it is, and how much work, hours and hours and hours and days of work that go into it, but makes just the smallest amount in a video. Then it looks like there was nothing to it. On piece of paper, it looks and sounds easy, but in real life, it was so difficult.
That's why all the time, before we start doing something, Jason goes, "This shouldn't take long."
Yeah.
And it makes me roll my eyes because...
Well, it shouldn't on paper.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. It's like, on paper, this should go great. This should work out.
Yeah.
Because it makes sense. This should work. And then you just, of course, with...
Things happen.
Things happen.
Things don't work out like it was on paper.
Yeah, that goes with, like, anything. So, yeah.
There's that. But doing these little things, and the thing, too, that, a lot of people don't take into consideration is, I think it's a pretty successful day whenever, even if we don't accomplish anything physically or on a video or whatever, just coming up with the idea of how we're going to do something. Again, there's not a playbook out there just waiting for us. Now, yes, there are videos. Yes, someone, multiple people at this point have said to watch Blue Room Studio or whatever the channel's called, which is actually a great channel, and I actually watched that when we first got the grain bin. But they're on a cement slab. So when it comes to certain ways how to build the walls or the loft or stuff like that, we'll definitely take inspiration. And it's stuff that I've already taken inspiration without even saying anything to anybody. It's just more of, I've watched it, I put it up here, I've learned how to do some things. We're just not at that point yet. But to figure out how to do it all the best we can on a deck, I have not seen anybody do this on a deck. So we're trying to invent it in our head. Again, we didn't invent the wheel. We're just trying to piece it together without instructions. That's the best way I could lay it out there for people. It's
like you said, the wheel is round and so is our grain bin.
And it is. And we're trying to figure out how to put it together to make it roll correctly. And it is difficult when you don't know what you're doing. It is difficult when you don't have experience with building this type of thing.
But that goes with what you were saying yesterday. It's if it was easy, everybody would do it.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
And you have to take those little accomplishments and be pumped when you figure something out. Or the same thing, like we said, just because you fail doesn't mean you're not successful, because it just really means, it depends on how you take it and your attitude. But there's been multiple things on this build already that have not worked, and we learn from it, and we're like, oh, if we would have done it like this, and then we turn around and do it, and then it works. Okay, you guys saw that we started building the floor out. Okay, well, now we think we got to do the outside rim and the walls first. Okay, well, let's learn from that. What can we do? Oh, okay, so we may not have to do this. We can do this. Success really is in the eyes of the beholder. And for us, we will finish this house. We will finish the barn. We will finish all the stuff. But you can't do it all at one time. So for people to say, like, you can't sit here and say you're successful because you've never finished this project, you've never done that or whatever. I can almost guarantee that person that wrote that hasn't done any of this. So it is easy to say that to somebody when you've never done anything. Again, like we said before, if you want to be successful and you want to do the things that you've never done, you have to go be around people that have put themselves out there to do that. And if we surround ourselves with people and let it be to where all we think about is this, clearly we're talking about it because it's a video, but if all we did was we were around people that were like that, saying, you're not successful, you never finish anything, you can't accomplish this, you can't do this. No, we're gonna, yes, we're talking about it because we're making an example of it, but we're pumped when we see the comments of people giving us recommendations on how to do something. And the guy today at Walmart, I forgot how long, but he said they're retired now.
Yeah,
now
he was in construction for a long time.
For basically his whole life, I guess. And he's like, hey, when you start doing this, my recommendation is this. And I'm like, actually, we were already thinking that. That is a good idea. This is what we'll look into. And that's who we want to be surrounded with. That's who we want to focus on. Yes, you will always have someone telling you a negative thing. And yes, it is good to talk about it. And yes, it is good to discuss it and to take that into consideration of what they're saying.
Well, there's a difference between, like, I don't know.
Well, there's a difference between someone being negative and someone trying to give you constructive criticism.
Yeah.
It's not constructive when someone's saying, you ain't successful because you haven't done this, this, and that.
They're, like, just trying to tear you down. Constructive bring you up.
Correct. Construction.
See? Constructive. Construction.
Yeah. That's why
there's, like, some Latin in there.
Put the word together.
Yeah.
But it feels good to read the comments and see messages and stuff of people saying, hey, check out this channel. Hey, look at this grain bin on this YouTube channel. Or, hey, I saw this on Pinterest. Or, hey, there's someone, it's not a silo, but it's a yurt, and they have their kitchen shaped like this. Or, it is awesome having that backbone of people wanting to look out for us and stuff.
Yeah, it truly, like, we say this, but we really can't say it enough because I don't think you guys understand how much that
helps us.
Yeah, just like how much it means to us too, though. More than anything, I don't know, it fills our heart up. Yeah. Truly. Yeah,
and again, we wouldn't do these meetups if we didn't want to actually be around you guys. Some of y'all I don't want to be around, but y'all show up anyways. Just kidding, guys. Calm down. But you know who you are. No. I'm just being silly, trying to cause drama. I'm just making stuff up, y'all. Just being silly. But it's true. You guys care about us enough. You comment. You watch. When you see us in person, you come say hi. You do all stuff. Well, everyone else that we don't get to see. That's why we do these meetups, because we actually want to be around people that are like-minded.
So the next meetup is
tomorrow. What were you gonna say? Next meetup is what?
August. I was just trying to I was being silly myself.
Yeah, look at you. How did that work out?
Worked out great. They love it.
Okay. Yeah, that's funny though.
Yeah.
We will do another meetup, and it sounds, this could be bad, and whatever, it's just how I feel. Normally after the meetups, I don't really want to think about a meetup for a while. Yeah. I don't want to think about...
just because we're worn out.
Well, I am, and in the past we've had people show up that we really wish weren't there. People were there with bad intentions, people, whatever. And this meetup, I've thought about it a lot. I really have. I've thought about the people that were there. I've truly thought about, man, what if we did, like, for more local people, meet at C&J's on a more regular basis for some people. There's people that, this is just the truth, the couple from Ohio, not Dawn and Irene, they ain't a couple. They a couple of sums, but a couple of crazies. But that was the first time meeting them, and I think about them. I'm like, man, that was fun. Like, if they lived around here, I would like to hang out with them. Stuff like that. We like local treasures. She's awesome. She's the best, and she literally is someone that we could hang out with often and truly just sit around and have fun and talk about real life stuff. And it doesn't have to...
Carrie was there too?
Yeah, Carrie.
Yeah.
She lives... She a busy woman.
Yeah.
She lives close to where the other grain bin was. We don't really make it out that direction, but anytime we will now on, we know, like, we could easily hang out and just have fun. And it won't even be YouTube talk. It would just be hanging out. And we've met people like that because of the YouTube meetups and stuff. And it is something that now, when we see them comment, We know who they are, and we know that their comment is coming from a good place. And the more and more times we do these types of things, the more we get those opportunities to meet people. And it sucks that some people we won't ever get to meet because of maybe health issues or disabilities, or it's hard to travel. We know money's tight, but that's why we do live chats, and we get to know you guys as much as we possibly can. We can't see you, but we get to know you better. And
it is true. Live chats truly, like, that is how you can get to know people better without being in person.
Yeah, and it really is something. And, you know, it comes back to when y'all do leave these comments and y'all are trying to be helpful, or even there's, in the moment, I can't think of their name, but they comment almost every time. I'm not a builder and I can't give you real advice, but I love watching you guys, and I know you'll figure it out, and I can't wait to watch how you figure it out. Just that alone is support. Just that alone is helping more than anything, you know, you can imagine. Just support from people in general is the best thing you could do for somebody. Even if you don't really know what's going on, or you don't whatever, the best thing you could do for anybody out there is just show support. That goes such a long way.
Yeah. And it doesn't. So I know there'll be comments to be like, well, blind support whenever you're doing crazy things. That's not what we're talking about.
Blind?
Yeah, where it's just like, I support no matter what you do.
Oh.
I guess it just, there's a difference. And then I guess it's just more so we feel like the love.
Yeah.
We feel, I don't know necessarily.
But it is awesome. On that note, we'll talk about that. It does feel good that we have people that say they'll support no matter what. Because there's days that we talk and we're like, okay, when we're done building, like, what do we want to do with our channel? What do we like? I don't want to build the rest of my life. I don't want to do this. I'm like, I just want to like daily vlog and just show our life. And if people want to watch, they can. If not, and it's people like that who are like, we'll watch anything you post. That makes us feel good.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So it's not really blind.
Yeah.
It's more of just, I love you guys, and I just want to be a part of y'all's life. And we feel the same about other people we watch. And so I get it. And it is a weird thing whenever you I don't want to say get attached. It's such a weird word, but I guess it's true. It's like we love watching comedy stuff. And it doesn't matter to me who they're interviewing. I like that person.
Yeah.
I like the person. We love watching Bobby Lee's podcast. Yeah. I think Bobby Lee is hilarious. He's a little raunchy sometimes, but he's funny.
Yeah.
And I don't really care so much. I don't even know who some of the guests are, but we'll still watch the podcast because we like Bobby Lee. Mm-hmm. So it is one of those. It is a blind Lee, if you want to call it that, but it's also because it's just loyal. Yeah. It's just, I like that. Yeah. And people, for whatever reason, like us, we're still trying to figure that out. Why? But there's nothing wrong with that, and I think it's freaking awesome. It is bad, I think this is the point you're trying to make, it is bad when someone just agrees, a yes man, agrees with us no matter what, and you don't ever have that balance of, well, I do think you're wrong. Yeah. It's always good to have a mix of both. It's never good to have nothing but yes people. I think that's the point you were trying to make with it.
Or then just also just even people in your life that you're just like supporting them do like no matter what, and then say they're doing like awful things. You're like,
but that's a bad thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say too. It's just like so.
Maybe we don't do awful things.
No,
everything we do is amazing.
Everything
we do is awesome. How many times did I say that in that video?
I love too how in the premiere everybody was saying
people get
awesome
us.
Too. Like that kitchen is awesome.
Because I just kept saying, I didn't know I said awesome that many times until I was editing, and I was like, oh my god, I said awesome. She's like, yeah, you said it a lot. You didn't tell me. Well, normally you tell me, you're like, hey, you're saying this word, and I'll say it over and over. I don't remember.
Well, I didn't like. To me, I didn't really notice until the end, but then I didn't want to bring attention to it too.
Well, last time you did at the other grain bin.
Well, because we were struggling doing that.
But I don't remember what I said, but I said it over and over and over and over.
You said really nice and awesome.
Maybe I said it a ton.
Really nice and just awesome.
Yeah. But I don't know. It's just one of those things that I don't know, kind of on our mind today. And again, if there's anything you hopefully get from our videos and stuff, it really is just be yourself. That is the best thing you can possibly ever be. Who really cares what people think? Don't try to impress anybody. Just be yourself. And we do care what people think.
We just
unless it's just like a full blown hate.
Yeah.
Way of thinking. We don't care.
And we know we can't change people's minds.
Yeah.
Like once you go in and you try and like, I don't know.
You can only do so much.
Yeah.
3, take the risk. Go for it. Go for what you want in life. Even if it doesn't work, as long as you learn something from it, you're all right. Again, what's the worst situation? You'll probably be back where you're already at, not wanting to take the risk because you're already miserable anyway, so who cares? Just go for it. And then 4, I think this is the main thing I hope people get out of this. We don't get into politics. We don't get into religion. We don't try to get into any of that stuff. And anyone out there that does, so be it. We just don't hear. We're all more alike than most people want to admit. And at the end of the day, if no one brought up religion or politics and we all got in a room together and we all hung out, no one would really know the difference. There is a lot more good in this world than there is bad, and it's a lot easier to focus on the bad, and we've been there ourselves. And at the end of the day, it gets you absolutely nowhere. And with elections coming up and all this craziness going on in the world and all that,
they can be scary.
It is, and it is wild. But try not to focus too much on the bad. Try to focus more on the positive, and you will really see that this world is way better. It is scary, and it is a lot of stuff going on, but the majority of people in this world are so much better than it is portrayed in social media or the media or whatever. Literally, this world is a great place, and especially if you live in the U.S., we are very lucky. We have the opportunity to do whatever you want to an extent, and whether that is getting on the internet and bashing people, or getting on the internet and supporting somebody, or getting on the internet and watching a free service, of YouTube. I mean, we live in a time that is scary, but only to a certain extent, and we do think more about the positive, and your life really will be better. And that was a hard lesson for us to learn in life, was just focus more on the positive and the negative, and truly you will start to see the things you want to see. I didn't see so many freaking blue forerunners until we got that one. I didn't see certain things until we got it and we started focusing on it. And it just, when you focus on something, it's going to be something that you see more and more and more of, because you're actually looking for it. And if you want to have a happy life, go look for something that makes you Happy. If you want to have a miserable life, easy peasy, go look for that.
Focus on what makes you miserable, and then guess what, you got a miserable life.
Truly focus on what you want in life, and it will be brought to light, and it will be there. And hopefully our channels can kind of be an escape from the world, an escape from fakeness.
But
Hopefully,
then also show that there is the world. It's not an escape from the world, that it's good in the world.
Yes, but also when things are kind of crazy and stuff, we can be their escape from it, is what I meant. More of, let us help you escape for an hour a day between all our channels, of forgetting about the problems or whatever. We're just here truly to entertain and hopefully help some people along the way if they're trying to build something or they're going through a rough time or whatever. Hopefully our mistakes, our hard times, our whatever could help somebody through it. And I mean, again, were we always this person? No, but we definitely learned that if you focus on the right stuff in life, the right things will come about. And I truly think that's why this meetup was as awesome as it was we just focused on the good. We focused on people that truly cared and all that. And everyone that showed up was absolutely amazing and awesome. And it was the best meetup I have ever been a part of, or ever been to. And I mean that, like, truly. And hopefully whenever we do the next one, maybe in like 6 months, so other people can prepare for it, we'll have the same people and even more. But I don't know. life is good as if you want it to be good, and you can go live your dream if you want to live your dream. You could do pretty much whatever you want if you set your mind to it, and hopefully we can at least show one person out there and they can go live the best life they can. Truly,
that's what we're just trying to do.
Yeah, I feel very, very fortunate to live the life that we live, and I don't think a lot of people get to live the way we live, and it really is because it boils down to y'all support. So we do appreciate it. We got a lot of thinking and a lot of I'm trying to think of the right word here. A lot of, this is going to sound weird, maybe it'll come out right, but I don't think it will. We have a lot of nerves to build up to keep doing what we're doing and maybe try new things on this part that is taking way too long to figure out. See, I told you it didn't come out the way I needed it to come out, but
it's not I don't say we have it figured out. It's just to do it is very.
I'm hoping we can figure out an easier way.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's going to be it. So right now is one of those where you just put your head down, you grind, you get it done, no matter how long it takes, and you just push through it. And then when that's done, that part's done. And you don't have to do it again.
To do it again later.
Well, unless we just do them all right now.
Oh, all right.
I ain't doing them all right now, though. So, anyways, guys, we do appreciate y'all. Hopefully, y'all like some of these longer Coffee Crockers. You get her on a rant, she won't stop talking.
Yeah,
so
look out.
I'll talk to her off camera, and I'll try to simmer her down a little bit. Yeah. But
also, we're not drinking coffee, but this is Coffee with the Crockers, and Work Life Coffee is our official sponsor.
Truly.
It's the best.
Truly. I'm going to be real with y'all. We didn't have creamer this morning. We were not able to drink coffee right away because I have to have creamer. So we went to the store and we got coffee, and it was not the same.
No.
Truly not the same.
This is true.
I was,
very disappointed.
I said my whole day is ruined.
Yeah. But that's, if you do start drinking the Work Life Coffee.
Yes.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Nothing really compares.
It might ruin your life if you run out of it.
Yeah.
And you can't get it for the day.
It's that good.
We really do like it.
Yeah.
So if any of you guys have got it, we do appreciate y'all taking our word for it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anyone say it's not good.
No. That's the thing. We would never leave you guys astray.
No.
Lead.
We wouldn't lead them astray.
Both.
They would be.
That works. It works both ways.
I would leave some of y'all strays.
But lead. We will never lead you astray when it comes to like a product, especially like spending money on something. We
know
huge.
Money's tight.
Yeah.
And
it's tough out there. And so if we recommend something,
it's because we
truly enjoy it. So we want you, I don't know.
Unless it's a paid sponsor, and we have to tell y'all that in the video.
Yeah.
It says it up top. We have to click that. Yeah. Doesn't mean we don't like it. Yeah. It just means they also paid us.
Yeah.
But we got bills to pay, and anytime we could do a paid sponsor, I don't have to bill for the day, and we can still make some money, and it makes me happy. It makes me very happy.
Yeah.
So, and plus, almost everything we do that's paid sponsor, truly, we try to make it fit into what we actually want. We're not going to just we get people wanting to do video games. They're like, talk about this video. I'm like, I'm not going to talk about a video game. That's crazy. But we do have something that came in the mail. It'll be on the Crocker Life that is right up our alley and came right at the right time. And our payment was the most beautiful thing. We've already shown it in a video. If you guys paid attention. It was the most beautiful thing we could have gotten as payment. I am so
my
happy.
mind's blown that the Crocker Life got this. I set it up for my baby.
Yeah, and I appreciate it. You guys know if y'all watch, and you know that that's the perfect thing for me. There's something that's right up my alley. So it is, again, which is crazy. This is the moral of the story. Because of y'all support, we literally now have a coffee sponsorship, and we get sponsored stuff. And because y'all watch the videos and y'all do all that, we get these things in return that are stuff that we actually truly like, which is the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
Never thought a job. You could have a job where you just live your life and you film it, and then people send you stuff that you really like, and then sometimes they even pay you to do it. Life is weird for us, but it truly is because y'all have supported us, and because of that, I think the next shipment we get of the coffee we're gonna do a giveaway
Uh-oh.
and give away some coffee to some of y'all that haven't bought it yet.
The Crocker Coffee crew.
Yeah, to show y'all that we appreciate y'all support. So we got to get out of here, go on with our day, and hopefully this video is not too dark. I don't know why. It always just ends up very, very dark on here as we're looking at it. But catch you on the next one. 30 minutes in. Appreciate y'all. Bye.